War of Kings can be played on either the summer or the winter side of the board. Each player chooses a color and takes the associated settlement miniatures, army tokens, and territory markers of that color. Each player sets up a starting kingdom as follows: a town in the capital territory, a village in the territory directly above the capital, a road connecting those two territories, an army in the territory with the village, and territory markers in both of those territories, and the ones to the left and right of the capital. Each player fills out his or her kingdom's economic ledger. This determines what resources the player will receive when particular colors are rolled on the resource dice. Each territory has an emblem that shows its color, its primary resource, and its secondary resource. Territories generate different amounts of resources depending on whether the player controls the territory or has built a settlement of a certain size on it. Each player receives 7 gold, 5 timber, 7 wheat, 7 cattle, and 2 stone to begin the game. Play begins with a simultaneously played resource gathering and construction phase. One player rolls all 3 resource dice. Each player receives the resources indicated by their economic ledger for the colors rolled. Players also receive the gold generated by settlements connected to their capital by the road network. Players may trade resources with one another or with the market, build and upgrade settlements, build and upgrade fortifications, or raise armies by exchanging the required resources with the market and placing the items purchased on the board. Players must control a territory to build a village in it. Villages may be upgraded to towns, and towns upgraded to cities by paying the requisite cost once per turn. A territory with a village may have walls built around it. Walls may be upgraded to fortresses, and fortresses may be upgraded to castles by paying the requisite cost once per turn. Armies may be raised in territories with at least a town, and are always unready when they are raised. To build a road, the player must control both of the territories the road will connect. When every player has finished building everything they can or want to build, play proceeds to the individually played phases of the game. The first player rolls the event die along with a colored resource die. As long as the player has at least a settlement of the level indicated in a territory of the color rolled, he or she draws an event card. This will confer either a military or economic advantage upon the player and may be used whenever he or she sees fit. If the orange axe is rolled, the player immediately draws a Mallador card and resolves it. It allows the player to take control of the barbarian hordes storming through the land to wreak havoc upon their neighbors. Then the player may move any or all of the ready armies he or she controls. Armies may generally only move 1 territory per turn, but if the army moves only between territories connected with roads, then the army may move 2 territories. If an army moves into an unexplored territory, the player rolls for exploration, which is 1 colored die and 1 purple bonus die. The player consults the exploration chart to determine what the army encounters. The army may conquer the territory without incident, may suffer the plague, or may encounter barbarian villages and armies. If a player moves an army into a territory with an army or settlement of another player, an offer of battle is made. If the opponent does not withdraw, battle ensues. To fight a battle, the attacking player rolls 4 red battle dice and tries to roll as many warhammers as possible. The defending player rolls 2 blue battle dice and tries to roll as many shields as possible. Each shield the defender rolls negates a hammer rolled by the attacker. The attacker inflicts 1 point of damage on the defender for each hammer remaining. Then the defender counterattacks. He or she rolls 4 blue battle dice and tries to roll as many flails as possible. The attacker rolls 2 red battle dice and tries to roll as many shields as possible. Each shield negates a flail rolled by the defender. The defender inflicts 1 point of damage on the attacker for each flail remaining. Then, any army that has suffered 3 points of damage is removed from the board. For every additional army one side has than the other, a purple bonus die is added to the roll. If the defender occupies a territory with fortifications, then he or she may roll gray fortification dice when defending as well. 1 for walls, 2 for fortresses, and 3 for castles. If the attacking armies were not defeated, the attacking player may withdraw his or her armies or elect to press the attack and fight another round of battle. Every player takes a turn moving through this play sequence. When a round is finished, players check to see if anyone has 13 achievement points. Achievement points are earned by holding settlements and achieving other economic and military milestones. If a player has 13 achievement points, he or she is the winner. If not, another round of play begins.